Welcome to the Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Tournament. From Kansas City, day one continues with the second of 4 games. 9-seed Cincinnati on the NCAA tournament bubble and 16-seed Utah. After Pig Johnson and 12-seed Arizona State got it started, powering past Baylor to advance to the second round, where they will get a rematch with Iowa State, who they just saw Saturday. Top seeds, Arizona, Houston, Kansas, and Texas Tech here in Kansas City. They all wait in the quarterfinals Thursday. Either Cincinnati or Utah will face the 8-seed UCF tomorrow, and then the winner of that gets top-seeded Arizona on Thursday. With that, we say hello. Thanks for joining us. Back with Miles Simon, I'm Mike Monaco, and a pivotal week begins for Cincinnati here in Kansas City. There's not a team here playing today, maybe even all of this week, that has more at stake than the Bearcats.
Yeah, the great thing about March is, and especially the Big 12 tournament, is that you can play your way into the NCAA tournament. They're right now on the next 4 out for Joe Lunardi's bracketology, but Cincinnati's also playing their best basketball this season. They won 6 of their last 8.
Yeah, they're playing real good right now for Wes Miller. You see where all the metrics have them. 9-9 in the Big 12. Their best case, they have 3 big-time notable wins. Iowa State and Kansas, you see there, they got a good win against BYU that you saw last week. Lunardi right now has them as the 5th team out of the field, but man, you have a big week here in Kansas City. You're in, and they've also played like a different team since they got Jizzle James a week before Christmas.
Yeah, this team has really grown together and meshed together over the last month of this season. Start of league play, they were still kind of like feeling each other out and filling in some parts as they got to know each other. But now Baba Miller and Mustafa Cham, that's one of the most dynamic front courts in the Big 12. And then we'll see if they can assert their dominance here in Kansas City this week.
Against Utah, 16 seed. You see the record, 10-21, 2-16 in the Big 12. But year one under Alex Jensen, and he's got a backcourt duo that is explosive and can score in bunches.
Yeah, these guys are so good. Brown and McHenry, they can do it in different ways. Really, Terrence Brown can get to the rim, draw fouls, excellent driver of the basketball, and then Don McHenry, one of the best shooters in the Big 12 Conference at 40%, can light you up behind the arc.
These teams met 3.5 weeks ago on a Sunday at Cincinnati. It was a tight game, 4-point Bearcats win. And the rematch arrives in the first round at the Big 12 tournament a few weeks later. Mustafa Cham wins the tap against James Okonkwo. And off we go with game 2 from KC.
Now this is a matchup I'm going to watch. Day Thomas against Terrence Brown. That matchup right there. They run that short roll, pick and roll to Cham as he shoots that. But it's going to be a challenge for Brown because one, okay, he has to be the head of the engine offensively for this team at 20 points per game. But now you're guarding Day Thomas, who they run off a ton of screens on Cincinnati's offense.
See those Utah starters. You mentioned the scoring for Brown, who's got it here. And then Don McHenry at 17 points per game. And then look for Keanu Dawes. Can he be aggressive and step up and be the number 3 scorer? Okonkwo, great rebounder, had it blocked by Cham. Seydou Traore, the Iowa transfer, swirled one out, and Baba Miller clears it as you check out the Cincinnati starters as well. Thomas, off so many screens, like you said, excellent 3-point shooter. Jizzle James in the backcourt. Celestine has really played better recently as Thomas turned it over to Traore. The lefty McHenry off the shot fade. Can't hit, and the rebound down to Cham.
Now for Cincinnati, I'd love to see them get Baba Miller involved in the offense early in this game. 6'10 forward, but he plays kind of like a point forward for this team, one of the best passing front court guys in the country.
Couple possessions where Miller has not been the focal point. You see a senior from Spain who started his career at Florida State. Brown, the transfer from Fairleigh Dickinson, muscles too much, and it's an offensive foul. Year 5 for Wes Miller in search of his first NCAA tournament at Cincinnati. And he said recently, look, I felt like in the spring we put together a bona fide Big 12 type of roster. He still feels that way. He just didn't have it, especially the first half of the season.
Yeah, and conversely, he said in the last month they've just grown as a team because they've spent more time on the floor together. Celestine was hurt during the summer, so he was like kind of late to the party as he knocks down the corner 3 right there. He's been a key piece. Remember, they were starting Harris in the lineup for his defensive presence. Now they've switched that with Celestine, so they bring in more shooting. Jizzle James was not with the team early on. He had to earn his way back onto this Bearcat roster. So they're gelling at the right time. It's just, do they have enough time to get it done?
You said it, they've won 6 of 8. Keanu Dawes knocks down a 3, and Utah's on the board.
Yeah, Dawes is a guy that Coach Jensen wants to be aggressive, shot aggressive on the offensive end. Jensen is a believer in his game and in his ability.
Junior from Houston has enjoyed the best year of his career this season under Alex Jensen. So here's Miller initiating. So much post-to-post work, but Chom lost it, and Utah runs. Brown always with a head of steam, got fouled at the rim.
That's not an easy play that Brown just made right there. Split that defense, keep that basketball low. Such a good downhill driver, gets all the way to the rim and draws the contact.
Year 1 for Alex Jensen, a guy who, you know, going back even as far as your college days.
You're going to have to bring that up this early in the broadcast because you see 1998 NCAA runner-up as a player at Utah. Okay, I was a player at the University of Arizona in 1998. In the Elite 8, Alex Jensen, Rick Majerus, Mike Doliak, and then mostly Andre Miller, who is my boy. Triple-double. Andre knocked us out of the NCAA tournament. We didn't get the chance to get back to the Final Four after winning the national title. Rick Majerus, one of the greatest head coaches in college basketball history, threw a triangle and 2 on myself and Mike Bibby, changed the whole game. They ran us out of the gym by 25. Alex Jensen, big part of that.
All I was doing was establishing
no, you weren't.
prior knowledge.
I know you too well, even though we've only known each other for a few weeks.
Loose ball tracked out by Seydou Traore. Utah with it, up by 2 in the early going. Alex Jensen calling it out from the sideline for Utah. Brown off the Okonkwo screen. Now it's late shot clock for Don McHenry. The 5th-year senior found Okonkwo, and he scores it.
Good job by Okonkwo, just relocating to that Big 12 logo right there, presenting himself as the outlet, and then the beautiful floater.
6'8", 5th-year senior who only averages 3 points per game. Miller moved it, Celestine rips it, and drills another. 2 threes for Jalen Celestine, all created by Baba Miller.
Man, such good offense there by the Bearcats. The cleared side pick and roll. They absorb the roller as the low man does Utah, but Baba Miller at 6'10" sees over the defense, skips it to the weak side for the 3.
For Utah offensively, they are going up against the top 15 defense in the country, according to Ken Pom, as Brown gets to the rim, his first bucket.
So crafty at getting downhill and to the rim. Creative finisher.
4th leading scorer in the Big 12 with those 20 points per game, enough to yesterday earn him an honorable mention Big 12 nod. Chom, turnaround short. Dawes up for the rebound. Good start so far for the Utes. First 5 minutes. Dawes one-armed it to Okonkwo. Too strong over Chom.
See, they're putting 2 on the ball every time that Day Thomas coming off those ball screens.
Jizzle James swirled one out in the mid-range. Brown driving on Miller, got him in the air and draws a foul. Crafty from Terrence Brown, and a good start for Utah against the 9 seed Cincinnati. Couple 3s so far for Jalen Celestine, continuing what he has done recently, shooting it great over this recent stretch for the Bearcats. And then Terrence Brown, one of the best scorers in the Big 12, has Utah out to the early lead. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball.
Well, this is some great early offense from the Bearcats. You see the cleared side pick and roll right here with Baba Miller and Day Thomas. So what happens right here, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders who are now focused on Baba Miller and have their eyes to him and commit to him. But Baba Miller at 6'10" can see over the defense, and he finds the best shooter on the court for the Bearcats and delivers that ball on time and on target. That is a staple set that Coach Wes Miller will run, putting either Chom or Baba Miller in that pick and roll. And when I say cleared side, meaning that means nobody was in that corner to fill behind. It gives Baba Miller room to operate on the left side of the floor there.
And he's been so much playmaker, and there's been a lot through Mustafa Cham as well, as kind of the offense has evolved this year for Cincinnati.
Yeah, it really has. Those are two guys that you can play through, and when you have a guy like Baba Miller who is a threat to score in the paint, but also when you are such a good passer and have excellent vision, it makes you kind of that double threat for that team. You want to put the ball in his hands as much as possible because he'll create for Day Thomas or Jizzle James. He makes the guard's life a lot easier.
Terrence Brown at the free throw line, where he is a 77% free throw shooter. Told you Fairleigh Dickinson transfer. Alex Jensen was saying to us, he's had a really good season. Big jump up. Can't underestimate that from the Northeast Conference.
Yeah, and his numbers haven't dropped, and he's proved himself. And I was watching some video on him in an interview that he did for Utah, and this guy just always wants to prove himself. He talks about a chip on his shoulder, and you can almost see it early in this game, how he's in attack mode getting downhill, and he better be aware of Day Thomas right here coming off those screens.
It's an illegal screen by Halvin Zella for Cincinnati.
And Zella almost didn't need to do it because right there you just want to track that Brown was going to be late on that screen no matter what. You don't need to move into the way right there. Job was already done. Day Thomas was going to come off free.
So a slow start for Cincinnati with everything we laid out to play for. 6 points, 3 turnovers in the early going. Traore follows his own miss. Keyshawn Tillery at the controls, 7 in white. Very talented freshman who is number 52 in the ESPN 100. Miller attacks, and Baba Miller gets fouled.
There you see some of the versatility of Baba Miller. You get this young man on the perimeter, being aggressive, getting to the rim. Has continued to improve as the season's gone along.
Second team Big 12, 13 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. And then he leads the team in assists per game as well. He's only one of 2 players in the Big 12 averaging a double-double this year, along with the injured JT Toppin.
He's so tantalizing as a prospect because you see the size, you see the passing ability, and then one thing that translates at every level. He's top 5 in the nation in defensive rebounding. Like this guy gets out of area rebounds. Okay, and then that allows for Baba Miller, because he can handle the ball when he's grabbing defensive boards. If you're Cincinnati, you can push the pace a little bit more because you don't have to make that outlet. You don't have to make that outlet pass. Miller can lead the break.
Well, so Miller comes up empty on both.
And that's probably the one part of his game that needs to improve. Just the perimeter, the shooting aspect of it.
Utah by 7 with Obamate Abbey, the backup point guard, at the controls. Kendall Sanders, talented freshman who's got it here into the game as well. That rolls off on Sanders. Defensive rebound, Baba Miller, and he can grab and go. Tillery rises. Too strong, and a good clear out by Josh Hayes.
But right on cue, Baba Miller pushing the break. He created that opportunity for Tillery.
Lucas Longarita into the game as well. The freshman from Spain playing in just his 5th game of the season. And he walks with it, and it's a Utah turnover.
And when you're Longarita, I mean, this is a tough situation. So, like, Longarita came over from Spain on January 8th, okay? Lands on January 8th. Practices January 9th. Then let's just throw him in the game on January. How much of the offense or plays or defensive scheme you think he was able to learn in that, like, one practice? Not a ton.
No.
Okay, so, like, it's a growing, it's a, you know, this is going to be hard atmosphere for Longarita.
Dealt with a knee injury as well after he had debuted, like you said, in January against BYU, playing 5 minutes.
Got hurt in the first game.
Chom missed it. And the lid's still on the bucket for Cincinnati, 7.5 minutes in. Abbey around a crunching screen that was set illegally by Josh Hayes.
And that's not Hayes' fault. Now, Hayes does have to come set, but if you're Abbey, you got to be more patient. You have to have setup when you're on pick and roll. Take it to the side, and then let Hayes get his feet set and planted to be able to set that drag ball screen.
2 fouls you see on Josh Hayes, 6'9" backup junior forward who started to begin the season. So he goes back to the bench. Jizzle James spins it back for a cutting Sincere Harris. Miller wants it.
Good
Sees two in the corner.
Good activity on defense.
James mid-range. No. Baba Miller saw a steady diet of 2 being thrown at him Saturday in a loss at TCU. Don McHenry working on James, and he draws a foul. 7-point lead for Utah on day 1 at the Big 12 tournament. 4 games today here on ESPN+. Game 2 underway in lovely Kansas City.
The main obstacle has been the same throughout my life, is you're not big enough, you're not fast enough, you're not strong enough. And so just kind of having that chip on my shoulder of like, all right, head first down some ice, that's the way we're gonna go. Working with KRT Athletic Muscle Cream has helped me improve every aspect of my physicality. So being able to have my muscle, my joints, and my tendons healthy, not cramp up, and be ready to achieve the extra reps, because those extra reps are what's gonna make the difference between a medal and a non-medal.
Hell of a good.
Seriously? No hell of a good dip? Whoa, creamy. A double dip. Where's Jill?
Hell of a good.
It's not a party without hell of a good.
Hell of a good.
Hello?
Old Trapper Beefs. Pack smash.
My peanut butter and jelly.
Ew.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess my ham and cheese didn't make it.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
Now that's a great view.
Yep.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
No nights off in the Big 12. Every matchup is personal. Every game is a battle. And everyone is coming for your spot. Bring that pressure right to the paint. Game on the line. Clock winding down. Fans on their feet. 30 years strong, and now we shine so bright they can't help but watch. This is where every month feels like March. This is Big 12 men's basketball. This is a different league.
There's honesty and emotions have been on display this season, most notably in early February after a home loss to West Virginia, when he apologized to fans for what he called an unacceptable performance.
You guys deserve to be frustrated. It ain't okay. I understand the responsibility of this job. These results ain't okay.
Thank you.
You guys deserve to be frustrated. But I'm a human too, and nobody's more frustrated than I am. So trust me, I care deeply about this.
Thank you. Show it.
Man, it's just the raw emotions of coaching and the human toll it can take. And look, since then, 6 out of 8.
I love that. And I've covered 2 or 3 Cincinnati games this year, and this is a coach that deeply cares about his players and this program and the responsibilities that come with being the Cincinnati Bearcats head coach and the tradition of this program. And he's turned it around, and he vowed to do that. And I love seeing that. I love seeing that high care factor, because you know what? When your coach cares like that, it's going to rub off on your players, and it has. It has had a trickle-down effect to this Bearcat team, and now they're trying to make one last push into the NCAA tournament.
Again, Lenardi's got him as the 5th team out. Today, this is a quad 3 game. Winner gets UCF tomorrow. Winner of that gets Arizona. Joey Brackett said earlier today, he said the Bearcats likely need, in his mind, 3 wins here in Kansas City. Cincinnati's been scoreless a while until that from Mustafa Cham, who connects.
Now, he's not known for that, but you give him the dare shot where he can set his feet. Remember, Cham made multiple threes in their upset against Kansas when he had the career high 28 points.
He was fabulous in that game on his birthday, no less, and he just ended a 4.5-minute scoring drought and supplied the first points from anyone not named Jalen Celestine. It's 3 threes for Cincinnati to supply all the scoring. James, baseline, short, rebound down to Abbey. High ball screen from Okonkwo.
Good denial, making it tough.
It's Tillery on Longarita. Sanders, the kick for Longarita. And then a soaring rebound, tapped down by Harris. Tillery probing. Playing off 2 feet. Cham got it back and has it blocked, but he's fouled.
Utah defense has been really good. They've been aggressive. They've been in their spots. Their help rotations have been tremendous. Their closeouts. Okay, so watch this. They put 2 on the ball. The low man comes over there, Abbey to help. Then he gets all the way back to a closeout. That's how defense should look. Multiple efforts. Like Obamate, Abbey, that was a tremendous possession. And then right here, they get the mismatch, but Okonkwo goes and makes a play at the rim, and I know they get the foul call, but they've been super active, making everything tough on the Bearcats.
Well, and that kind of tracks with Alex Jensen and his identity as a player, right? Like, you know you're going to get that from him. And no, it hasn't been the best defensive metrics for him this season, but a real strong start these first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and there's going to be like growing pains, okay? Alex Jensen coached in college before. He coached at St. Louis with Rick Majerus. That was his college coaching start. Then he went the NBA route. He was the G League head coach of the Canton Charge for a couple years. Then he was a long time, very well-regarded assistant in the NBA for the Utah Jazz for 10 years, and then the Dallas Mavericks for the last couple. But he's still kind of like learning his way, feeling his out, and then just establishing his culture and his system here in year 1.
Well, they just prompted the second foul, too, on Jalen Celestine. Cincinnati 0 of 4 at the free throw line, and now Celestine's got 2 and goes to the bench for Wes Miller, who's typically pretty strict with that. Brown, McHenry, Traore, Okonkwo, and Sanders, the 5 on the floor for Alex Jensen. Brown trying to shake Jizzle James.
It was a busted play, and that's what happens.
Mid-range out of rhythm there.
Jensen frustrated by it.
Sean Abayev, former McDonald's All-American, number 27 recruit in our ESPN 100. 10 in white, checks into the game. Battled a pesky ankle problem this year. Abayev can't hit, and right over the top goes Cham. Can't hit on the jumper.
Cham has that high release point, kind of like LaMarcus Aldridge or Miles Turner, right? Both 7-footers will shoot that ball away, but hard to contest those.
Cham has opened up 1 of 5. McHenry with a miss, and still looking for his first made bucket.
Well, his last 2 jumpers have only hit air and the backboard. McHenry might need to go and try to touch the paint a little bit. Maybe find an easy one at the rim or a catch and shoot jump shot.
Utah 4 of 15, Cincinnati 3 of 14. And you see all the damage for the Bearcats from 3. A ball screen again from Miller. James wants it back. Miller has the mismatch with McHenry. Cham wants another. Too strong, and Miller the follow. And he got fouled.
That's a heck of an offensive rebound by Baba Miller. Positioning himself right in front of the rim. Goes up and finishes through contact. Big time play by Miller. Here the rotation. Just crashes that offensive glass. Dawes just a little bit too late to react to put a body on. And then Baba Miller playing above the rim right there. Big time play.
Well, now the officials were talking about whether that was basket interference or not, and they have called it after deliberation, basket interference on Baba Miller. Looked like that ball popped up right above the cylinder.
Yep.
Traore, no dice. Okonkwo, good offensive rebound. Brown draws a block on Day Thomas.
Brown is such a physical driver, man. He loves contact. You know, Brown could really free up more of his drives if he can become a better three-point shooter. He's only 32% on the year, so most teams are going to short close on him, knowing that he wants to get to the paint. But man, you start stretching that floor, make guys long close out on you, it's going to open up his whole game.
Still only a true junior. Brown rejected the screen.
Oh my God.
Was looking to put a poster on display.
Oh my God.
Went right up at Tyler McKinley. Good cut. Dawes, good hands. Abayev, and it will stay on this end of the floor when we come back. Good start to this one with Terrence Brown, poster seeking, and Utah out to a 4-point lead on Cincinnati. Winner moves on and plays tomorrow against the 8-seed UCF. Just getting started, day 1 in the best conference in the country.
All season, build. This week, prove it.
This should be a lot of fun.
Champion.
Thrilled to be here at the Big 12 tournament. And man, Miles, we hear it all season long from coaches about how exhausting and how much of a grind going through this league schedule is.
Yeah, it's tough night in and night out. And these coaches know that, one, these are some of the best coaches in all of college basketball in this league, up and down this league. And then the talent that is in the Big 12 is undeniable. It's some of the most fun basketball to watch in this league. And you know, you get the Kansas fans, which is going to be Lawrence North here in a couple days. Super fun league to call, and then it's going to be a great atmosphere here in Kansas City as it goes forward.
Utah by 4 on the 9-seed Cincinnati, trying to go on a run here in KC. Abayev got it down to Miller, and the foul is called going up for Baba Miller. So Cincinnati trying to get in gear. These teams have each made just 4 shots from the floor, each team with 3 turnovers. Defense is ruling the day so far. And Miller to the line for 2.
Yeah, and Coach Wes Miller has described Baba as, we kind of go as he goes. Okay, when he's aggressive and active and dialed into the games, and there's another miss. 0 for 5 from the foul line are the Bearcats. Then this team feeds off of Baba Miller and his play on both ends of the floor.
Point forward type. Best year of Miller's career. The most efficient he has shot it. He's also taken less threes this year and has those point forward capabilities. That ends the longest missed free throw streak for Cincinnati all season. And they extend pressure after the made free throw, and the freshman Lagarita has a 5 count, and Cincinnati forces the turnover.
He's got to run the baseline. Like, when that ball goes through the hoop, you can't just stand in one spot because you have to create passing angles for yourself. Now, some of it is the guys that are trying to get open didn't do a great job, but if you're Lagarita, you got to run the baseline and create a better passing angle for yourself.
He struggled with some turnovers Saturday at Baylor, and again, this is only his 5th collegiate game.
Brown doing a good job of navigating those baseline pin downs.
Day Thomas. Left hand, no. And the rebound secured by Hayes. Utah's missed its last 9 shots from the floor. Brown in among the trees, and it stays at this end of the floor with the Utes.
Here's where some growth can come from Terrence Brown. He's so good at getting into the paint, but you have to know when you draw 2 guys, that means what? Somebody else is open. So you got to be able to play the drive and kick game also.
Everything is full speed for him. Alex Jensen has talked this year. It's the best trait, and sometimes can be the worst trait for Terrence Brown.
Yeah,
Traore off the screen.
Yeah, I'd rather have a guy that I have to dial it back on than have to dial it up.
I'm with you. Lagarita with a nice turnaround. First made bucket in 7 minutes and 9 seconds for Utah. Hard blitz, Miller. No dice from deep. And a strong rebound by Keanu Dawes. In transition, Brown attacks. Tipped out of there by Abayev.
He's got to play more under control. Play off 2 feet. Guys are going in there trying to block his shots. I promise you, if he goes in there, plays off 2 feet, pump fakes, he'll draw a foul or he'll get a layup.
McKinley scores it.
Good finish.
First action for McKinley in the last 3 games. Been dealing with the after effects of the knee problem from last year. Brown the cut. And Brown gets bumped on the feed from Dawes.
Well, here's Lagarita right here. Just a nice little pivot, sweet turnaround jump shot. And then McKinley, the pass fake. And that's not an easy shot by any means. The beautiful touch from about 8 to 10 feet.
So now Brown to the line. Meantime, second foul on Jizzle James, with 2 already on Jalen Celestine. So James will join Celestine on Wes Miller's bench. Chom returns, replacing McKinley. With Brown at the line. Kid who grew up a football player back home in Minnesota. Had to go to prep school out of high school. And after a couple years at Fairleigh Dickinson, has scored in bunches for Utah this year. Miller, Tillery, kick out Abayev. Got it.
Great action. Best offensive set that they've ran so far. They run the mid pick and roll, okay, and then they hit that roller right there. They skip that ball to one side, and then one more pass to Abayev for the 3.
4 threes for the Bearcats. Lagarita, the drop off, and Hayes missed the buddy.
Chom affected that. He thought Chom was going to come up and try to block that.
Tillery thought Abayev was still on the wing and turns it over.
Well, here's the good offense. Here's the pick and roll. They hit Miller on the flash, and I loved how quickly he got it in his hands. That's how you want to play, like .5 basketball. You used to hear the San Antonio Spurs talk about that during the Pop era. .5 basketball, quick decisions made by all the Bearcats leads to the wide open 3 before the rotations can happen. Good denial.
Yeah, being shut off by Day Thomas. Longarita had to roll off.
They can get an open 3 out of this.
Instead, Miller missed it all the way to the rim. Dawes ahead of the pack. And good hands by Abayev. And it belongs to Cincinnati.
Great hustle play by Abayev. I love him not just conceding the layup right there. Miller misses on one end, and then the opportunity plays catch up right there. Elite hands. And then that ball goes out of bounds on Dawes. Those little plays make a big difference in this game that could go down to be a one-possession game.
And Abayev really winded here after giving Hart good minutes and helping spur this 11-3 Cincinnati run. So they're going to bring back Celestine with the 2 fouls. And Utah's made one of its last 15 shots from the floor.
Big credit to Cincinnati's defense. Here comes that same play, that mid pick and roll, short action. You see Baba Miller flashing again. They'll try to play 4-on-3 on the backside.
Celestine had that altered. Sean backs it out.
That was not a pass, by the way.
Thomas, no dice from deep. 3:45 to go until halftime, and we got an 18-17 ball game. Henry's been quiet in this first half and nearly coughed it up. Sanders gets the roll.
I'd love to see Chom maybe get a touch here in the post against Hayes.
Instead, it's Thomas. Had it blocked by Hayes. Good old football score. We got 20-17 nearly at the half. 3:11 to go until the break.
With Coach Norm Roberts, Kevin Connors coming up at the half. We'll look back at our opener, how Arizona State was able to outlast Baylor, plus the player Norm is most looking forward to seeing here this week. Coach, an essential game for Cincinnati. Where do they get offense?
Well, they got to get offense from their 4 best scorers. Right now, their 4 best players are 2 for 14 from the field. So they're going to have to do it on the defensive end. But give Utah credit, they've been defending really well.
Mike, a lot of rebounding opportunities in this first half.
Kevin, that is a great way to put it. And yeah, it hasn't been an offensive masterpiece so far. But that type of game, Miles, that's probably right how Utah wants it.
Yeah, it favors the Utes. Obviously, they want a few more baskets. They've had some opportunities, but the uglier and the more they can kind of muck up this game, because they're the less talented team than Cincinnati. You can keep it low scoring, kind of ugly basketball. Keep playing the defense that you're playing against Cincinnati. Gives yourself the best chance to win.
Yeah, Day Thomas hasn't scored in this game. Jizzle James hasn't scored in this game. Baba Miller's got 1 bucket. All the guys Coach Roberts was talking about. Tillery had to get it up, and he got fouled by Don McHenry with less than a full second left on the shot clock.
Such good defense there by the Utes. And then they get bailed out by the foul. But luckily they're giving it on the side, no shot.
They're going to say that was on the floor on McHenry, his first foul.
I've been impressed really by the Utes' attention to detail and scouting report. You can tell by the guys they're hard closing to or short closing out to between shooters and drivers. And then in all their rotations have been really tight so far. What a pass.
By Miller out of the double to find the cutting Sincere Harris.
And you don't need to double Miller that far away. You really want to wait for him to put the basketball on the floor. But great cut by Harris, but the vision by Miller, man, we talked about that early on.
In time, Don McHenry with just 2 points, both at the free throw line. That's his first shot since there were 9+ minutes left in this first half, and he's still trying to get going. Celestine, short. Saved by Celestine to Tillery. Celestine trying to pick his way through the cheerleaders and get back onto the court. He got free underneath. Oh, the journey of Jalen Celestine back onto the floor.
That was incredible.
And then Tillery, the pickpocket. And the lay-in.
That was so funny.
Where in the world is Jalen Celestine. Found his way back onto the court. All smiles, some laughter for Cincinnati, and they're in front.
Well, he saves the ball on one side for it, and then he says, okay, I'm going to go around the basket. I'm going to tiptoe through the Utes cheerleaders, okay, get the ball, and then say, hey, I'm wide open right underneath the basket. Oh, that was too good. Watch this. He saves the basketball on one side. Okay, I'm out of bounds. Not going to come in on that side. I got to go all the way around, navigate my way through, tiptoe back. Okay, Chom has the ball. Let me get out of his way, and then reposition myself to where I can score. He did all the work on that play.
And yet it's still only the second most famous recent run-in during Champ Week for a player with cheerleaders this week. But that was pretty fun from Jalen Celestine, who's got 8 points, by the way, and Cincinnati gets ahead by 3 here headed toward halftime.
Come on, Utah, let's go, Utes!
You see Utah now struggling to score. They bring Terrence Brown, their 20-point-a-game scorer, back in this game. They'll have to be aggressive, try to get a couple buckets, get some momentum going into this halftime locker room.
Got to start with him if you're Utah.
Yeah, it starts with him. He's been the most aggressive guy, but he has to do 2 things. He has to find a balance if he drives and draws multiple bodies, find his teammates for open shots.
Cincinnati's been real physical, draped all over Don McHenry. Step back, McHenry no. Chom. Drew 2, Abayev moved it. Harris attacking McHenry on the baseline drive. Nicely done.
Yeah, you can't give that up. That's the one mistake right there. Harris not really a threat from the 3-point line. You got to shut off that drive knowing that he wants to put that ball on the floor. But good finish by Harris, strong takes.
Right, as you'd been talking about, attention to detail on personnel. Traore trying to stop an 8-0 run, but Cincinnati's back with it. Harris, lob, Miller.
Because Utah struggling to score, it's affecting their defense now. One and done, and then attacking on the other end are the Bearcats. They have all the energy and momentum.
Dawes for Traore. And now McHenry, stop and start. Floater doesn't go either. Utah 3 of its last 23 from the floor after starting 3 of 7. Chom on the turnaround.
Cincinnati's found their rhythm offensively, but it's been because of their defense. Now switching it up. And then they're actually pointing to the corner, recognizing that McHenry is in the corner as the shooter.
McHenry with some space. Can't hit. Rebound secured by Harris. Tillery has to get it up. And we hit halftime in Kansas City. A flurry of offense to finish the first half as the Bearcats close on a 12-0 run, and they stifled Utah at the other end of the floor.
Yeah, great defensive pressure and energy for Cincinnati in the last couple minutes of this half led to that offensive flurry.
29-20 is the margin for Cincinnati in a must-win spot here in the first round of the Big 12 tournament. Let's get you to the studio for the halftime report with the coach, Norm Roberts. We send you now to Kevin Connors.
Mike, you said it, the Bearcats with some work to do here in Kansas City this week. And they finished off that first half by doing work. A gorgeous March afternoon here in Kansas City. The start of the Big 12 Conference Tournament, the best conference in all of college basketball. And a strong finish for the Bearcats as we welcome you into our halftime desk here alongside Coach Norm Roberts, Kevin Connors here. Miles Simon said Utah needed to muck this game up. Cincinnati did a good job of unmucking things over those final 5 minutes, a 12-0 run. What was the key to that run, Norm?
I got to be honest with you. I think what Cincinnati did was wear down Utah. They wore them down. They can't make any shots. McHenry's it's taken 10 dribbles to just get a shot off Brown. They've done a good job with him. And then they're scoring off of their defense, pitching in ahead and getting easy baskets.
Cincinnati a 9-point lead here at the break. Our Joey Brackett saying the Bearcats need to win at least 2, maybe 3 games in this tournament. Meantime, our opener, Baylor and Arizona State. How do the Sun Devils take advantage of the size differential?
Their length on the perimeter defensively, getting in the passing lanes, which gives them easy offense in transition.
Tig Johnson had 19 off the bench.
He was the best player for them today. He scored any way he wanted to, getting to the basket or shooting threes.
Credit to Baylor, they actually made this a 3-point game down the stretch. The putback by Caden Powell, but all 9 of Mo Odom's points came in the second half.
He did a great job of getting the ball to other guys, but making plays at the end of the game for himself.
And Bobby Hurley at ASU lived to fight another day, 83-79 the final. Norm, the Sun Devils get Iowa State in the opener tomorrow. That's a rematch of the game. The Cyclones won by 21 just 3 days ago.
I'll tell you, it won't be an easy game. Right now, Arizona State is playing really well. They've got that length. They've got that size. Make it tough for those guys to score inside. If they can make outside shots, they got a chance.
We will see BYU tonight and the potential #1 overall pick at A.J. DiBonsa going up against Kansas State. Obviously, no Richie Saunders. What's the key for the Cougars, Norm, to make a run here in this Big 12 tournament?
Well, they've got to get help from some other guys. And the bottom line is Kennard Davis is big for them. He's got to be a guy that scores on the perimeter, makes threes, gets out in transition. He's already a good defender, but he's got to be that X factor. He's got to be that third scorer.
If you're wondering, by the way, a 10 seed has won the Big 12 tournament before. Missouri did so back in 1997. Of course, the 2 stars for BYU have been just that all season, A.J. DiBonsa and Rob Wright.
They're 2 of the best players in the country. Rob Wright has had an unbelievable year for him, and A.J. DiBonsa is a lottery pick.
When we come back, we'll examine the top 4 seeds here this week. A Kansas team as dynamic as any, and the defending tournament champion Houston Cougars when we come back.
All season, build. This week, improve it.
This should be a lot of fun.
Champ Week.
It's been an historic season in the Big 12 Conference this year. 37 quad 1 wins among the top 4 teams. That's wins against the best teams in college basketball. No one with more than Arizona. Norm, would you be more surprised if the Wildcats win this tournament or don't win this tournament?
I would say don't win this tournament because right now they're the most complete, they're the deepest team, and they're playing better than anybody right now. And now bringing back Koa Pete has ignited this team. He's a guy that can get the ball off the glass. He's a great rebounder. He can score mid-range. He's becoming a better playmaker, getting the ball to other people, and he can finish above the rim.
The regular season Big 12 champions. Keep in mind, Houston won the regular season title and this tournament just a season ago. Arizona looking to do that. We talked a bit about A.J. DiBonsa. Among the top 4 teams, we're going to see Darren Peterson, Kingston Flemings, potential top 5 picks in the NBA draft. So which player are you most excited to see among the top 4 teams?
I'm going to surprise you. I say Christian Anderson from Texas Tech. He has been unbelievable all year. He's a guy that can score off the bounce. He can get the players. He's doing a better job of getting the ball to other guys. He's averaging 8.4 assists a game. He's actually picked his game up after J.T. Toppin went down. He makes everybody else on the floor better, and he is a dynamite lights-out shooter.
We've seen the good and bad with Texas Tech without J.T. Toppin. Which do you expect this week?
I expect the good, but they are a make-or-miss team now. If they're making threes, they can beat anybody in the country. If they're not, they don't have J.T. Toppin to throw it inside to get him a basket or get fouled.
Anderson's a shot maker. Donovan Atwell's been about as good as anybody in the Big 12 all season shooting the 3. No one's been better from behind the arc over the past month than Jalen Celestine. He's 2 of 3 from deep in this game. Also working the interior in Cincinnati, a 9-point halftime lead. Four automatic bids on the line tonight, Norm, including a great one in the WCC.
Oh, Santa Clara's peaking at the right time. Herb Sendek's done a great job with that team. It will be a battle tonight.
That league's going to be a 3-bid league out of the WCC. Meantime, Stanford started the day, one of Joe Lunardi's first 4 teams out. This is Pitt's DeMarco Minor on the putback Norm to win it.
Oh, that's tough. He gets out there, gonna drive it hard here, kick. Hey, that's hard. That's hard for a guy to make a shot like that. But hey, that's March. That's what happens in March.
Pitt is moving on, and Stanford's tournament hopes likely are finished. Meantime, later today, we've got SMU and Syracuse. Big news out of the ACC. Caleb Foster had surgery on his broken foot. He's out for the foreseeable future for the top seed and potential #1 overall seed, Duke Blue Devils. Utah with work to do in the second half. Terrence Brown leading the charge. 9-point Bearcats lead, and the second half is next.
Welcome back to the Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Tournament from T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, where 9-seed Cincinnati leads by 9 to begin the second half in this first round matchup with Utah. Miles Simon, Mike Monaco back with you. Utah was up by as many as 9. Cincinnati ahead by 9. What changed for the Bearcats?
Their defense, their intensity. They ramped up their pressure a little bit more. They turned defense to offense in a great way for this team to end the half. And here it is, active hands by Tillery right there, setting the tone with that high pickup point, pressuring that basketball, gets the steal, and then Chom just affecting at the rim, being big, being 7 feet. And then look at this, the kick-ahead pass, let's get out and run, and you find Baba Miller for the easy one on the other end.
They held Utah to 23 points and 19% field goal shooting. Those are season lows for any half this year for Utah. It's the lowest shooting percentage in any half in 5 years. And how about this? Nobody had multiple made buckets for Utah. It's the first time in at least the last 8 seasons that's happened to the Utes in a first half.
Yeah, that's almost a crazy stat that nobody made more than one. You want to have balance offensively, but you don't want to have balance where everybody's only making one shot. That's going to be a hard game to win.
So where can they find offense?
Yeah, it has to be their 2 guys. It has to be McHenry and Brown. Those are the 2 best players on this team, been their 2 most consistent scorers. Now, Cincinnati's made everything tough for those 2 guys because of their attention to detail on the scouting report. Making all of McHenry's threes have been really hard.
Strong take, Keanu Dawes, speaking of hard, his second basket. Chom rises. Miller can't follow. Tipped around, and the loose ball down to Celestine. He connects from 3.
Remember, he started off the first half making his first 2 threes. Finds that little loose ball, finds the scraps, and knocks down the 3.
We talked about this 8-game stretch where Cincinnati is 6-2. In that time, no one in the conference has been better shooting the 3 ball than Jalen Celestine, better than 50% from long range over that time. Chom skipped it. Extra pass, Celestine. Cleared by Traore.
See right there, like McHenry has to go backdoor every once in a while. He continues to get denied all the way to half court. It doesn't do anything for the offense. You might be able to get one of those layups because they are trying to deny you the basketball.
Traore off glass.
Okay, there's like a very, very old saying, take what the defense gives you. If they're giving you the back door, go ahead and take it once or twice.
And McHenry 0 for 7 from the floor, 0 for 5 from 3. Guys like Day Thomas and Jizzle James have been denying everything on him.
Day Thomas off these baseline screens, so hard to guard.
Top of your screen. Right now it's James, mid-range, gets the roll.
And that's where he's like really most effective. Playing at the top of the floor, and he loves to get to those mid-range jump shots.
First points, Dawes with an answer.
Okay, remember I talked about in the first half with Brown that sometimes he puts his head down a little bit too much there. Much more under control, eyes up, sees the cutter, and then they get the easy 2.
Good start to the half for Dawes. Paying it off from Brown. Extra pass, Day Thomas. Off target. Chom the offensive rebound, and off the deflection, it belongs to Utah.
here's the difference between the first half, second half. Here, Brown just rejects the screen, but he has his eyes up even though he drew multiple defenders. Remember, in the first half, he was just driving into a crowd multiple times, wasn't getting a good shot, having to force it up into traffic. That's more of a balance you want to have from your point guard, between scoring and passing.
Alex Jensen said to us yesterday, slow down and make reads.
No, again, but McHenry, take the back door.
Traore muscles it in and has something to say. A couple baskets for Seydou Traore. A gamble from Traore. Miller moves it, a tip from Brown. He saved it along the sideline, but stepped out.
Oh.
Gave us a nice highlight that won't count.
I was excited about that because he almost, that one in the first half, oh my, got me out of it. You and I both out of our seat, the way he was going to throw that down. Brown is an athlete, man. Just gets his foot on the line right there. But look at the windmill. I'm going to tell you who that's good for, though. The NBA scouts.
Yes. Who are worth something.
No doubt.
Jizzle James, a drive-by on Longarita.
That's too easy. Where's the help? Okay, Longarita gets beat, but you have to have help side defense. Somebody has to rotate over, make a multiple effort, make him make one more pass out to the perimeter.
Brown burrowed to the basket, and Miller another rebound. Already 9 for Baba Miller. Post entry, Chom passing away from 2. Celestine knocks down another.
Man, their big guys are good passers. They know the double team's coming. Chom just gave a peek over his right shoulder, and then that's not an easy pass to deliver when you're throwing it over your right shoulder, skipping it 25 feet across the court.
See those 9 assists for Cincinnati on 16 made buckets. They got 6 threes, 4 of them from Celestine, as Miller commits the foul on Keanu Dawes. And the bigs can share it for Cincinnati, who rose up late first half, and they have carried that over out of halftime as well.
Yeah, Jizzle James just getting downhill, the explosiveness, the left-hand finish, and then the skip pass. Bearcats offense clicking here in the second half.
Being on a path trying to go to the Olympics, your life revolves around your training and making yourself better. The KRT Athletic Muscle Cream definitely makes me more confident and makes me want to go further. I started using their cream and my hamstring issues started going away. And so I use it before training, I use it after training. I am religious about this stuff. I want to be an Olympian, but I don't just want to go to the Olympics, I want to win a medal.
Hell of a good.
Seriously? No hell of a good dip?
Whoa, creamy. A double dip. Where's Jill?
Hell of a good.
It's not a party without hell of a good.
Hell of a good.
Hello?
Old Trapper Beefs. Pack smash.
My peanut butter and jelly.
Ew. Oh no. Yeah, I guess my ham and cheese didn't make it.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Now that's a great view.
Yep.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Tickets for the 2026 Big 12 Gymnastics Championship presented by Allstate are now on sale. The action starts on Saturday, March 21st, featuring 2 thrilling sessions for the right to claim the Big 12 champion title. The afternoon session starts at 1 Central, noon Mountain, teams ranked 5th through 7th. Then at 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, the top 4 Big 12 teams take the floor under the lights. Don't miss your chance to witness championship moments. Get your tickets now at maverickcenter.com and be a part of Big 12 Gymnastics in West Valley City.
Sixth-year senior Jalen Celestine has hit 1,000 career points on the strength of 4 threes.
Yeah, what I like that he's done, he just really plays within himself. Okay, he's letting his teammates create these opportunities for him there. This one on the loose ball, but he finds these open windows. Okay, as you're a shooter, your movements can be subtle at times. They're just creating the weak side window, the spacing right there, and a beautiful pass for Chom. And Celestine, he's smart because he knows how to play off of these bigs. You see 2 of those threes, one came from Miller, one came from Chom. And you know, if Cincinnati, you can play inside out. Those 2 guys are such a threat, draw so much attention defensively that it makes your job easy as a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and this is how good it's been the last month. I mean, playing off the bigs, plus with a shooter as good as Celestine, and you saw it applies to Jizzle James as well, who doesn't have the same volume as Celestine from deep, but he's been ultra efficient. Lead at 11, and there's a block from Day Thomas on Abby. Longarita had to get it up and hits.
Good composure by Longarita. Late clock, catch and shoot, contested 3. Big bucket for the Utes.
We've just found enough baskets here in the second half to hang around. Dawes has had a few. Longarita's had a few in this game too. Day Thomas. First points for Day Thomas, the 5th-year senior leader.
Well, good job of playing off of 2 feet right there. Hayes had the size advantage, but Day Thomas does a little bit of a stride stop, pump fake, and then gets the finish.
Brown made the cut, and Brown gets fouled underneath.
I love that. The paint is open. Okay, and this is what I've been talking about with McHenry. If you make the backdoor cut, 1, you might get the ball. 2, it opens up a driving lane for your partner. Okay, then there's the skip pass or the extra pass right there to Longarita. And then Day Thomas with the answer on the other end. The subtle shot fake, Hayes with the flyby, and then the finish.
But it's just a pressure release, right, when you make that cut?
Yeah, guards, 2-man. Listen, I have a 12-year-old son, okay? I coach a lot of AAU basketball. And
airing of grievances.
No, I actually love it. Okay, I love it. It's my favorite thing to coach because there's so much teaching that can go on and for young players. But young players, they all want to come to the ball, like when you're coming out of the corner or coming out of the wing. And then you end up getting the ball at half court where you're not going to be effective. That's what's happening to Don McHenry. Okay, but Brown right there, he cuts back door. It frees it up for himself. Next time, it'll be open for Abby to drive the basketball or whoever has it because it just creates gaps.
Chom turnaround, tough shot over Sanders.
And you see on that possession, they switched their defense. They had been bringing the double team. Chom felt it, had the patience right there. And then I talked about earlier, he has that LaMarcus Aldridge, Miles Turner high release. Hard to get to that and contest it.
7 and 5 for Chom, who was honorable mention. Big 12 turned over by Abby. Sincere Harris gets fouled by McHenry.
Sincere Harris is a menace defensively. He's so good laterally, moves his feet so well, quick hands, full denial right there on McHenry, and then he gets the steal. So watch this, he just stays solid right there in his gap, and there's McHenry coming out to the perimeter again. You're just easy to guard if you only really do one thing.
Big picture with Cincinnati's defense. We said top 15 in the country. What makes it so effective, by and large?
The physicality they play with. I can tell they're dialed into like the scouting report and who they're guarding. They know their personnel really, really well. That is a key thing if you want to be a good defensive team, because if you're locked into your assignments, then they have this size on the front line. And Miller and Chom are not like these elite shot blockers, but they know how to be big in the paint. And then they have guards that can terrorize you on the ball.
Baba Miller, a terror on the glass right now. Got the offensive rebound stick back after the missed free throw. Brown working on Tillery. Traore can't connect from deep. McKinley with a dig from Sanders. Post feed, Miller. And a timeout taken by Alex Jensen. Cincinnati starting to roll early in this second half in Kansas City. The Bearcats have stretched the lead to 15. Trying to crack this thing open on the Utes and get to tomorrow, where the 8 seed UCF is waiting for the winner of this one. Bearcats up 15. As much at stake this week in Kansas City as anyone for the Bearcats. Started the season 11-12, but they have won 6 of their last 8 coming into the conference tournament. Driven in so many ways by Baba Miller at 6'11" from Spain. And according to Joe Lunardi, the 5th team out of the field entering today. And again, Joey Brackett said he thinks they need 2, if not 3. More likely 3, he said, wins here.
Well, here's the great thing about March, the Big 12 tournament, and Cincinnati's chances. You control your own destiny. You win, you can just play yourself into the NCAA tournament. You can handle your own business. Take care of it yourself and not really worry about anybody else. That's the opportunities you have here in the Big 12 tournament.
See that note, Cincinnati hasn't been to the tournament since the end of Mick Cronin's tenure. There have been big moments this year for the Bearcats. They beat number 2 Iowa State in mid-January at home. They won at number 8 Kansas 2+ weeks ago by 16. That great win on that Saturday in Lawrence. And then you were there last Tuesday, they popped BYU by 22.
So what it tells me is they're capable of doing some damage here in Kansas City. Good shot creation by Brown, man. He's a good player. He's only going to continue to improve under Alex Jensen and his staff.
Brown into double figures with 11 after a 1 of 8 start from the floor. McKinley spinning against the Conquo, who's got the rebound. And here's Cincinnati saying ice, how they want to defend the ball screens.
Yeah, that means they just want to keep it on one side of the floor right there, and they've been doing a good job of that. But Brown, man, he is a shot creator and scorer. This young man plays hard. Great competitor.
13 now for Terrence Brown, the Fairleigh Dickinson transfer. Tillery, mid-range, too strong.
This is a key time for Utah to make a run. Brown, if I'm Brown, stay aggressive. Okay, and why it's a key time, no James, no Day Thomas, no Chalm on the floor for Cincinnati. Okay, they've gone deep into their bench here.
Right as you say it, Day Thomas getting ready to return. A double on Traore, pass to the corner, McHenry. Fouled by McKinley, the backup big in the corner. So McHenry to the free throw line when we come back, and Terrence Brown doing his part to keep the Utes within striking distance.
Yeah, he's the guy that's just trying to keep them hanging around, stay within striking distance. Super aggressive, the sweet crossover, beautiful pull-up jump shot by Brown. And then if you like that once, I'll do it one more time. Utes down 11.
From the 29th edition of the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City, that prize looms for all these teams. Keanu Dawes and Alex Jensen trying to prolong Utah's season against Baba Miller and Cincinnati, with a pivotal week for Wes Miller and his entire program. And how cool is that? Our highlights on the floor on this first of its kind LED video sports floor that has debuted here during Champ Week, at the Big 12 Women's Tournament last week, and at the Big 12 Men's Tournament here. Technology used for official competition in the United States for the very first time.
I think this is amazing. I went on the court, like, things you like worry about, like you think it'll be too slippery, you know. And I went on the court earlier before the Arizona State Baylor game, kind of tested the grip with my shoes, and it has like these like little like bumps on the court that I think is for the grippage, if that's even a word.
Grippage, it is now.
But I think the players have been into it, the fans have been into it, and it's just such a unique experience that I'm glad to be a part of it and see it like this. Like this is like the future of basketball. Like they're showing stats on the floor right now. That is so cool.
And they can change it to anything. Arizona State had some time on the court yesterday because Utah actually didn't practice here on the floor. And Arizona State had a bunch of fun with the video screen that controls it and programs what you put on the floor.
Did they put your stats on there?
They didn't. They would have been gaudy. Instead, they put a track on, and some of the guys were racing around the court. And then when I was walking out, Bobby Hurley was trying to get a picture of his granddaughter on the court.
That's awesome.
Really neat. Terrence Brown missed it at the rim, and Baba Miller's got an 11th rebound. Tillery left alone. He says, why not? And he hits.
Brought this up in the first half. Baba Miller, because he's an elite defensive rebounder, and then he's a point forward / ball handler for this team. Defensive rebound, pushes in transition like a point guard, causes the cross match. He gets Tillery that three.
Traore answers. What's it do to a defense in transition when the guy who gets the rebound can initiate the offense?
It distorts your defense because bigs are used to like running back to the paint for the most part. But now when the big is bringing it up, it really puts your defense in a bind because you get cross-matched a lot.
Cham over Okonkwo.
I'm a Baba Miller fan, man. Like the high-low pass delivered on target to Cham. He just has this like great versatility about him.
6'11", and stuffing the stat sheet today. McHenry with a runner, his first bucket of the game, 30 minutes in.
And he touched the paint for the first time.
Sean Abayev attacking Traore. Cham will get to at the line.
Well, on one end, it's Keyshawn Tillery. Just too much time and space. Defender doesn't fight over. And then the answer on the other end. Good creation by Terrence Brown to Traore as he relocates to the corner, keeping Utah close.
Hey, so we were talking about Baba Miller. Right now on our ESPN NBA Draft 40's 64th. The next step for him would be that great shooting that could really dive into and untap his potential. Let me ask you this. You lived it for 8 years in the NBA. Guys do it all the time. They improve as shooters when they get to the pros. How do you unlock that as a shooter?
Yeah, it's going to have to be a lot of like repetition. His form is not broken. Okay, he just doesn't have great touch from behind the arc right now. But he's a guy that you can see, like you tweak a little things like maybe his footwork, maybe he can be like, needs more legs into a shot, more consistent follow through. Like I haven't broken down because I've never shot with him, but I think the potential is there for him to become like a spot up shooter at times, play off other guys, maybe pick and pop. There's an answer by Keanu Dawes with the 3-point shot, his second of the game. But the potential is there. He can do so many other things. And then the other part of it, there's that passing. Man, at 6'10", just seeing over the defense. If you're Dawes, you got to pressure the ball, knowing that Baba Miller looks to pass first from the perimeter. But there's things that Miller can work on and tighten up with more time, more repetition from beyond the arc.
Dawes couldn't hit another. And with Baba Miller, we're on triple-double watch. 9 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and he has not turned it over once.
See how he's hesitant right there? Like those are open shots. But he doesn't feel as comfortable quite yet. But he does feel comfortable doing that.
He'll pull it back out to Thomas. Skip Tillery. Yes, sir.
So one of the best times to shoot a three is off offensive rebounds. There, Miller kicked it out. Then the relocation by Tillery and the skip pass And actually, our terminology when I worked in the NBA, I got this from Frank Vogel, and this guy is in the crowd right now, Korvers. So Kyle Korver was one of the best in the NBA on relocation threes off offensive rebounds, because usually everybody's in the paint, and Korver would just find his way behind the arc, and then his bigs were always finding him for that three-point shot.
Korvers, I like
Korvers.
it. We hear it all the time that it is a high percentage three to take, that step in off the offensive rebound. Now we got a name for it too. And how about Keyshawn Tillery? He's hit a couple of threes and given great minutes off the bench, this time off the skip. And the Bearcats lead by a dozen. NBA luminaries in the house. Sean Marks, Brooklyn Nets general manager, is here in Kansas City. Danny Ainge, Jazz CEO, often spotted at BYU games. And the guy you just mentioned, one of the greatest shooters ever, and Kyle Korver here with the Hawks front office.
Yeah, I got to chat with him actually between games. Kyle Korver, been in the front office for the last few years for the Atlanta Hawks. I got to work alongside or, for him last year as I did some scouting for the Atlanta Hawks. But just a great person, super bright mind, and like you said, one of the best shooters in NBA history.
2,450 career made threes in the NBA at 43%.
That's a lot. Incredible.
7.5 to go here in this second game of our 4-game day one at the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. Miles Simon, Mike Monaco with you. And the Bearcats up a dozen on Utah. Keanu Dawes fouled at the rim.
Love the aggressiveness that Dawes is playing with here in the second half. Shot aggressive from the three-point arc and then attacking closeouts there and getting downhill to the rim.
12 points per game, 9 rebounds per game for Keanu Dawes, enjoying the best year of his career. And Alex Jensen said to us yesterday, I've tried to encourage him to be more aggressive. He said 90% of the times that I'm upset with Keanu Dawes, it's because he's not aggressive. And I tell him all the time, I cannot think as your head coach that you're a better player than you think you are as a player. He's tried to instill aggressiveness and confidence into him.
Yeah, and I love that coming from the coach and the player. You should feel that type of energy and those type of words. And like you want a coach that's not going to hold you back from being aggressive or taking good shots. So great job by Jensen coaching up the aggressiveness of Dawes. He has to continue to take advantage of that.
By the way, Afro Dawes is becoming a thing.
Tremendous hair.
Cham missed it, and it's cleared by Traore, and Utah can get this down to single digits again. Brown. Working on Thomas on the baseline. Foul away, swirled out. Halfway down for Terrence Brown, who's got a team-high 13, but has had to work. Two on Jizzle James. Miller post passing and tipped away by Sanders. So
good job
with the Bearcats.
Yeah, good job by Sanders rotating on the backside to get in front of Cham and prevent the 2 points.
Subs for Alex Jensen. He's got his starting lineup back on the floor. Cham with a head fake on Okonkwo and got fouled.
Traore doesn't need to do it right there. Like, it was good defense from Okonkwo. He has him locked up. He's going to have to take a tough contested 8 to 10 foot jump shot or turnaround.
So Mustafa Cham to the line, the UCF transfer, honorable mention, Big 12. The last 5 games he's been rolling. It all started with that game against Kansas that you mentioned. 28 and 8 on 11 of 17 shooting. On his birthday, no less, like we said. He said it was the best birthday that he's had in his young life. And over the last 7, you see 18 and 9 per game for the 7'2" sophomore from Senegal. Traore got free, and he buries the 3. second three for Seydou Traoré. He's got 10 of his dozen in this second half. Celestine, short. Rebound run down by Dawes.
Stay on attack mode.
Brown does through the contact. Extra pass.
I would go back to Brown.
McHenry does, with Thomas on him. Brown, elbow, yes!
He's their best shot creator, either for himself or for others. Had the patience in the pick and roll. They shut it off originally, gets the rescreen, comes back and hits the mid-range. Good job by Brown.
The Utes have it down to 7. They've trailed by as many as 15 as Miller takes off.
Impressive as can be. The talent this young man has is just tantalizing.
Brown answers right back, much needed for Utah.
Look at Miller, they're running 4-5 pick and roll. When I say 4-5, it's the power forward and the center.
James can't hit. And secured by Traoré. Brown runs. Summons the side ball screen, mid-range again. And Brown is cooking. It's down to a 5-point game thanks to Terrence Brown, and it prompts a Wes Miller Cincinnati timeout.
Terrence Brown putting the Utes on his back the last couple minutes here with a flurry of mid-range jump shots, in control in this game, being so aggressive. Side pick and roll, they don't get it iced, you go under. Terrence Brown, the hottest guy on the floor here in Kansas City.
Really impressive stuff from Terrence Brown. 19 to go along with 5 assists. He's hardly come off the floor, and he only has 1 turnover too.
I love the confidence that he plays with. Here's a young man. He was 1 for 7 at the half. Okay, 1 for 7. Has stayed aggressive, keeps putting pressure on the defense, and giving the Utes life here late in the second half.
Brown has scored their last 6. He has scored or created, assisted on their last 9. And he and Baba Miller going at it here down the stretch. Utah 2-16 in conference action this year. They got a win in mid-January at home against TCU by 3. And then they won in mid-February at West Virginia by 5. Wes Miller has pointed out they have played a lot of teams close in conference play this year, and they hover around the Bearcats, who are in a must-win spot in this first-round game. Dawes a little too physical with Miller, and that's a 14th foul on the Utes.
And that's okay. You can be physical for these next couple minutes because you have fouls to give. Be active with your hands. Bump the cutters a little bit. Fight through these screens a little bit harder because you still have 2 fouls to give before the bonus.
In the hands of Baba Miller. One-on-one with Dawes. Chom cleaned it up, and they'll say he was pushed by Okonkwo, who gets saddled with his 4th foul.
And those are the ones you want to come up with if you're Alex Jensen and the Utes. You get the stop that you want, but just don't put a body on the glass, and Chom keeps the possession alive. They're looking to see if they should challenge that. If I'm Cincinnati, I'm playing through Baba Miller on this possession.
They run Thomas off the screen. Instead, they go through Chom. One-on-one, missed it short. Miller doesn't even get a touch there, and Utah can get this down to a 1-possession game. Brown's been at the center of everything. Found Traoré. Can't hit. Okonkwo freed it up and turned it over.
I wonder if he thought the guys on the bench were in the game.
Looked up and saw that Utah red, and it remains a 5-point game with 3.5 to go in Kansas City. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball. Day one of Kansas City at the Big 12 tournament. Tight one with 3.5 to go, and it could have been even tighter for Utah after James Okonkwo grabs an offensive rebound, and you suspected it, and it is true. Look at the Utah bench.
Okay, yeah, Josh Hayes is just cheering. He wants Seydou Traore to hit this three. Okay, but watch what happens, the repercussions of this play. The offensive rebound here. Okonkwo thinks he's throwing it to Josh Hayes for an open three right there, and Hayes just feels it. Oh my God, just such an unfortunate play because you get the offensive rebound, you still have that opportunity to cut it to one possession. Now the way you avoid, now Hayes is just trying to cheer for his team, but maybe you put your shooting shirt on while you're on the bench, try to stay warm, separate yourself.
I was gonna start asking about etiquette on a bench, but
he's cheering for his team.
Yeah. So 5-point lead for Cincinnati. Baba Miller.
Go back to him in the post.
He's matched up with Brown. Moved it for Celestine. Yes!
That's why. He's your best playmaker. And he makes such quick decisions. He didn't hold because he had the smaller guy. And look at that attack by Terrence Brown. Gosh, is he explosive. But Baba Miller could have went to like a back down and tried to score on Terrence Brown, but he hits the shooter right away. Look, he has the mismatch, but he has his eyes up at all times. Celestine's been the best shooter in the game, and then Terrence Brown with the answer. Loves contact, the former football player. Draws it through his shoulder and gets the and one opportunity.
Utah has scored 41 points in the second half. Brown has scored or assisted on 26 of those, and he's up to 22 to go along with 5 assists and just 1 turnover. Lead as big as 15 for Cincinnati, and that's goaltending on Seydou Traore. Utah trying to dig out of this deficit. A 15-point comeback would be the largest at the Big 12 tournament since 2 years ago when Cincinnati came back from 16 down against West Virginia.
Zone defense by the Bearcats. It starts off looking like a 1-3-1, then morphs into a 2-3.
Flashed it just briefly in the first half for Wes Miller. Brown off the screen, muscled to the paint, a lot of contact, and Miller down with a loose ball. To the corner, and Thomas missed it, and then it's last touch by Cincinnati and belongs to Utah.
Back to the zone by the Bearcats.
And so with that move, counter move from Alex Jensen, he'll take a timeout and assess things against the zone defense wrinkle that Wes Miller has put in with 2:13 to go here in the second half in Kansas City. Miles Simon, Mike Monaco back with you courtside, and it's been a tightly played game as well. First game of the day, Arizona State and Baylor was tight as well, and Cincinnati, with everything they've got on the line, has come out and, driven by Baba Miller, they've led the way.
Yeah, Baba Miller's been so versatile. He's rebounded, he's scoring, then he assists. He's been tremendous. Here, the offensive board gets the putback. He's been so versatile. Then now you'll see the assist, the high-low action on the big-to-big passing, and then you want to close out to him. He shows the explosiveness and the athleticism. And then Terrence Brown, here's the guy, the leading scorer, 20 points per game, just always on attack mode, so elite at touching the paint. Second half has done a better job of getting his eyes up, seeing his teammates, and then when he had to put his team on his back, got to 3 straight mid-range jump shots in a little 6-0 spurt that he had.
Really impressive, these two going back and forth. And boy, it's fun to dream on both of them and the next steps that they would take in terms of player development and where their games can go from here.
Yeah, I think for Baba Miller, we mentioned it, it's probably the shooting piece. He has all the others, even adding a little bit more strength. And then Terrence Brown, I think the same thing for him. Like, he's a 32% three-point shooter. You can see he lives at the rim and the mid-range. But man, with how explosive he is, if he adds a more consistent three-point shot to his arsenal, the next level will be a possibility for him. When I say next level, that's NBA.
We've already touched on the athleticism, 6'3" frame as well, who handles it a ton for Utah.
And you see the chess match going on. Jensen comes out, draws up a play against the zone. Wes Miller comes out man-to-man.
And then Chom got the block and then slipped on a towel under the hoop behind the play. Fortunately, he's all right. Back into your picture. So Cincinnati with inside of 2 minutes to go, ahead by 7.
Okay, they get the switch. Let's see if they go back to Miller in the post. He's calling for it.
Got McHenry near him. James pivoting, scooping, couldn't score it. And then a foul on the rebound action goes against Utah and Kendall Sanders.
That was their last foul to give. So now 3-possession game, minute 34. If I'm Utah, you play this possession out as best as you can without fouling. Got to get a stop here. Arguably biggest possession of the game.
Miller moved it to the corner for Thomas.
3 seconds on Chom.
Thomas underneath. Shot clock winding down. Lost it on the way up against Brown.
Downhill if you're Brown.
Attacking. Dawes cutting. Blocked at the rim by Miller. Dawes got it back. Scores it and a foul. And you can cheer safely if you're Josh Hayes.
Well, what an attack there by Brown. He drops it off to Dawes, and Baba Miller meets him up top at the rim. Great play by Baba Miller, but Brown just picks up the loose ball, stays with it. Dawes gets it, plays through the contact, can now cut it to 4.
72% free throw shooter in Keanu Dawes. Stamps the three-point play, and Cincinnati's leads down to 4 with 1:06 to go. The Bearcats have 2 timeouts.
Again, be smart here defensively. Don't foul, they're in the bonus.
And Brown commits a foul.
It's just not smart. But a little bit, you have to be like coaching that from the bench. Be solid, stay solid, no fouls. Like, you have to coach young players, almost like over-coach them all the time, because sometimes they don't know. And not all players, like I used to look at the board to know if a team was like close to the bonus, because I wanted to go to the foul line and draw fouls like that. But not all players realize that type of stuff of like that there's 16 fouls.
So in these anxious moments with Utah's season on the brink, a phenomenal free throw shooter in Day Thomas at 90%. Was good on the first. Makes both.
Okay, still enough time. Go downhill. Cincinnati's going to want to play without fouling. They go to the zone to try to slow down the Utes.
Don McHenry gave it up for Dawes. Back to the corner, McHenry. Got it to go. A long 2 for McHenry, cuts it to 4.
You got to bring a trap.
McHenry coming. James got rid of it. And Celestine is fouled by Keanu Dawes.
Yeah, you had to weigh because there was like a 14-second difference there in a 2-possession game if you were going to foul or not. It just hurt that Don McHenry, your best three-point shooter, gets his toe on the line. Because otherwise, if it's a 3, you can play that possession out without fouling because it's a 1-possession game. So like when you say like sports or a game is a matter of inches, there it became a matter of inches.
I think that's the 2nd or 3rd time McHenry has had his foot on the line on a 3-point try. And that one proves costly for the Utes.
And for a guy who's such an elite 3-point shooter, I know that that does not happen often for him.
Nail-biting time indeed. Celestine good on both. So 29 seconds to go. One timeout for Utah, down by a half dozen.
Set the ball screen.
Get it from Dawes. Brown, shot fake, rolled it off. Secured by Chum, and the finish line in sight for Cincinnati. A foul on Thomas from Sanders with 14.5 ticks to go.
And Brown missed McHenry right in the corner. He challenged Chum. Chum didn't bite on the pump fake. Great discipline by Chum at the rim there. But Brown had McHenry wide open in that left corner.
And there's a guy in Terrence Brown who has emptied the tank today. 22 points, 6 assists. Closing down his first year with Utah. Thomas splits. Don McHenry can't hit. Dawes kept it alive and thrown out of bounds with 2.8 left, and that'll do it here in the first round. Well, Baba Miller and Cincinnati take down Utah and move on to the second round here at the Big 12 tournament, and a much-needed, had-to-have-it game for Wes Miller and the Bearcats.
Yeah, they keep their NCAA tournament hopes alive. They'll have another opportunity against UCF tomorrow to try to advance on into March Madness next week.
Player of the game brought to you by Phillips 66. Baba Miller, 11 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists for Cincinnati to get an 18th win this season and get that crack at UCF tomorrow on ESPNU, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 2 o'clock local, for the right to move on after that. And that would be a juicy matchup Thursday. Quarterfinals, the 1 seed Arizona is looming here at T-Mobile Center. Had to do it for the Bearcats and Wes Miller here today. We've got a regular season win against Utah, and they come back and grab another here on day 1 at the Big 12 tournament, which still has 2 more games to go, 7 o'clock Eastern time and 9:30 Eastern time right here on ESPN+. BYU and AJ DiBonsa and Kansas State in action. For Miles Simon and our entire excellent crew behind the scenes, Mike Monaco saying thanks for joining us in Kansas City.